Alrighty. Welcome back, everybody, to our epic dungeon delving adventure here on Javelin Entertainment. We'll be streaming this story every Thursday starting at 6:30 p.m. Central, and if you missed the last chapter, you can find it on the channel page or by clicking on the playlist link in the description. Last time, our adventurers had made it to Skullport and were investigating the city again, looking for allies to take on the island with. Ari led them over to the drow tavern called the Flagon and the Dragon. The drow there did not give them a warm reception and told them that they've heard of the party and their deeds against the drow and laughed them off their ideas of storming the island to get diamonds. After not hearing anything from a drow messenger, the party talked over ideas for getting into the island and began to come up with a plan. Kha'narique convinced the bartender to give some information in exchange for later activities, and the bartender told them the history of Skullport and how the fort was built and explained the other parts of the city, and they explored the other parts of the city looking for help. Eventually, they came upon some somewhat helpful info and eventually purchased a map from a couple of halflings who led them to find an elderly woman named Tasselgryn who had been within the fort. Tasselgryn told Kha'narique about the many details of the island, and they refined their plan to get in and try and steal some of these diamonds. To prepare, they took another rest to take things on in the morning, and that is where we come today. You all are waking up from your long rest, still within the interior island or interior city of Skullport. And what would you guys like to do?
Guess we should head over there, yeah?
That sounds good to me.
I'm gonna walk over to the barkeep and buy a thing of mead and down it.
Just like a tankard?
Yeah.
Saren, are you
Have we ever seen Saren chug alcohol before?
That would be a no.
How proficient does Saren look at chugging this alcohol to my sailor's eyes?
Real not proficient.
Yeah, and Saren, you can go ahead and mark off like 3 silver as you get a big tankard of ale.
Oh god, I've not tracked money in so long.
How many gold pieces is a silver?
10 silver is a gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saren, are you feeling a little bit scared?
You could say that.
I think I also feel that. Alright.
Is anybody concerned that Kha'narique has told multiple people that we want to overthrow the people we're about to go try and make nice with?
Not even a little bit.
Cool.
The drow are many things, but the drow probably will take advantage of the situation. Shall we succeed, and therefore are unlikely to actively impede us. I was hoping for more active cooperation, but at least passive indifference will suffice.
I guess it's time to make our way to the fortress.
All right, so the 5 of you do kind of gather up and travel to the south side of town. And we'll go ahead and move you over there. Let's see.
She looks rather cute when she's nervous. And I will give you a little wink and just relieve a little tension.
Or make more.
Try and lighten the heart. Nah, or a little bit of lightheartedness, but we're about to do something really fucking dumb. So let's at least try and shake out a little nerves.
Yeah, I'm gonna glare back at you and suggest you hang to the back of our group. When is Xana gonna go in my pocket? Or somebody's pocket? When is Xana turning into a spider?
Probably as close as we can get to the location, since she's going to precast a spell that she has an hour with.
Right, but they will notice if one of us suddenly goes missing, so we have to be out of sight of the people guarding the fortress.
Yeah. We probably lose a minute in doing so, kind of thing. That we've got to sit in a doorway, precast, turn into spider, and then walk into view.
All right. Is there anything anybody needs to do or wants to do before we do this?
I could always take a nervous piece.
Nope. No, thank you.
All right, let's kick some ass.
All right, I will transition you guys over to the island so you can see what you see and fix your tokens in the process. But as you approach the pier that connects the island with the rest of Skullport, you see, similar to how you had seen before, that there are two kind of thugs or mercenaries that guard the front of this.
Yeah, remind me, last week, did you say that there was some sort of, like, trap on the bridge?
Yes, that's why I marked that. You guys do know that there is a way for them to essentially trigger that trap and allow
those guards already scared? Yeah, they are.
And allow the middle of the bridge to drop out.
Ari, if you know these people, it might mess with the plan a little bit, but we'll see what we can do.
I'll give you a precast of some guidance or something if you want to. Actually, you can just precast your own shit. Never mind. Do your own thing, damn it. As long as you have it.
Guidance?
Yep.
I don't see it.
Take a guidance for your first check if we take a talk in the next minute. We won't be able to cast it once we start, so let's at least give ourselves the best shot for talk number 1.
Sorry guys, we're called.
Did you tell them that it's after work hours?
That doesn't work for me. I am on call 24/7.
Do they pay you extra for that?
No, that's why I have a company truck and a company phone.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. Oh well.
I think it's time for you to go in my pocket.
Do what?
I think it's time for you to go in my pocket as a spider.
Oh shit, yeah, I forgot that's what we were doing. Yeah, cool. I will go in your pocket. As a spider, if I can get the internet to work.
I visibly cringe.
That's okay, I would cringe too.
The spider Xana goes in Saren's pocket.
And Spider Xana does crawl into the pocket.
I hate that.
My turn, yes.
Okay. We're gonna walk up all together. I'll be in the front. Xana's in my pocket, and I hate it. Kha'narique, stay towards the back, because if these are humans, they might not trust You.
I will exclusively frown, not a smile in sight.
Yeah, no smiling allowed. All right, I'm gonna approach the 2 guards at the bridge. If I can figure out how to drag my person. Okay.
Yeah, and as you start getting close, they kind of call out, "Keep 'em moving. No one comes down to the island."
Y'all are supposed to follow me.
Sorry, I was getting mac and cheese out of the oven.
I was gonna say, I'm not going by myself to just die. Maybe I am. I don't know. Maybe that is what's happening.
I don't know. These guys look like bitches. I'm pretty sure you can take them.
Ari, roll me a perception check.
Oh no. Why, Ari? Why?
What? I've done worse.
Roll me an insight check.
Oh goodness. I've also done worse.
Holy shit, dude.
These guys seem like punks, but they are very, very confident punks.
So, like, little shitty versions of Ari that he could smite, is what I'm hearing.
But you can tell that they get their confidence from somewhere outside of themselves.
Ooh, like warlocks.
I'm gonna look at Ari and Zella and say, should we keep going with this plan, or do we retreat, or what do we want to do?
I think we can talk to him.
All right. I'm gonna call out to the guards. I request an audience with your leader.
I thought I told you to move along.
Oh, I'm sorry. She was saying request to be nice, but we're gonna talk to him, mate.
You even know who our leader is.
I mean, technically I don't, friends, but
It's
I'm not saying this
Dask,
to
right?
the guards.
I refuse to write anything down on principle, but I'm pretty sure last week his name was Dask, right?
Dask is the name of the criminal organization.
It wasn't that Tassel whatever?
No,
No, that
Tasselgryn
was
was
the person
the
who talked.
the chick that helped us map it out.
Which one? The older one?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the one that we had tea with.
Okay.
She
the
was
one
delightful.
I tried to flirt with that was like, thanks but no thanks.
Alright, I'm gonna fish my signet out of my pocket and hold it up to them and say, I would like to speak to the lord of this fortress.
Oh, what's that? I think she's got a fancy ring. A fancy... Are you giving that to us? Is that a bribe?
It is the ring of House Kindred, and I would like to speak to the lord. I have business with them.
Roll me a persuasion check at advantage.
Okay.
With a D4! Woo!
All the advantages.
Right. Persuasion.
Oh, this like vodka.
Do I do it twice since I have advantage?
Yes.
Wow, what are the odds? +4 or D4?
Yep.
Yes.
And you can do that with the little dice on the left side.
Dice on the left side.
Yep. So on the left side, the either bottom or second to bottom is a little D20. If you hover over that, you'll see a screen pop up, and if you just click on the D4, it'll roll you a D4.
Below the ruler, above the question mark.
That's fucking cool. I always did that as chat commands.
You can do it as chat commands too, but that's a simple way to do it. Yeah, the toolbar over on the left is super helpful. I would definitely recommend exploring it as you get time.
Okay, well, that's a 20.
All right. So you kind of walk up and say this and show this off, and they're just... That sounds like a real name. Yeah, I think I've heard of that one before. You haven't heard of it? Well, she might have something to say that's important. Should we talk to... Should we tell him? Yeah, you go and see. Maybe he'll want to talk to her. And the one guard kind of begins to go off down the bridge. And let's check something real fast. So Saren, you're actually, especially being so close, you're the only one to catch that he actually gives a signal. And with the light coming from the lanterns, you can see that on the opposite side of the bridge, one of the guards goes over to one of these sides and kind of stands there for a moment as he approaches, and he kind of gives the signal, and the guard kind of backs off, and the other thug just continues down and disappears into the fort. The guard next to you just kind of waits and kind of whistles and looks at you for a second. So what you gotta talk to the boss about? Are you all here for the party?
Yes.
Roll me a deception check.
Oh, I knew you were gonna ask that.
One moment before she makes that check.
Yeah.
Can I pipe in and try and assist? That is something I am proficient with. But,
What are you saying?
Did you not figure that such a prominent house would be invited to your lord's party? Do you not know who she is?
Go ahead and roll me that check with advantage now, Saren.
Okay. Yeah, that was not good. That was not great.
Well,
It could have been worse.
luckily
Could've been
his was not
worse.
very great either, and he kind of... No, I know who she is. I've heard of their family. I told him as much. I've definitely heard of you before. I'm sure you're here for the party if you say so, but we still gotta check you out, you know. I'll just kind of do our due diligence and whatnot. Been lots of activity here the past few days.
So,
I am
you want to check us out?
Look.
Sorry, what was that, Saren?
Oh, I'm just giving him the most demeaning look. Like, how dare you?
The handsome gentleman wants to check us out, and do you have objections to that?
Look, I'm just playing the part, man.
Oh no, 100%. I'm just... I'm trying to make him feel uncomfortable so he feels like a dick so you are not scrutinized.
You can see more that this person is used to being looked down and used to being condescendingly talked to, and is mostly completely ignoring Saren and very much focused on Kha'narique.
Which one was it? The guy who stayed behind this guy right here?
Mm-hmm.
What does he look like?
He's a
A
taller
bitch.
man, maybe 6'2", human with kind of graying black hair, scruffy beard that he's tried to grow in, but is just completely patchy, wearing some pretty decent heavy metal plated armor, and you can see that he has a short sword by his hand, and kind of has a shield, but it's strung across his back, and you can actually see scattered around him is like a little blanket that he's laid down with a small like cup and some cards that they had like laid out when they were in the middle of something at one point.
Okay, older guy because it's graying, or just as a result of stress and work kind of thing?
A little bit of both. He doesn't appear to be old, but maybe mid to late 30s into 40s.
Okay. That's at least a good sign. The organization is somewhat venerable. They're not just all children.
And is there anything that you guys are doing while you're waiting for the other guard to get back?
Just being polite. Did you also hail from one of these houses? Is that how you know of them, or do you just spend a lot of time learning and talking with the important people of the town?
And you see that he's in the middle, like stuffing some meat and bread into his face, and he kind of looks around. He's like, "Oh, what? Well, of course, I'm from a very prestigious family. I've got a long history. It goes back a good ways, and I've heard that name in certain circles."
Oh, very good. Have you always worked for this lord, or are you a more recent retainer?
No, I got moved down here with Soon Death a little while ago. I was up on the surface for a while, but I crushed some skulls or some Zensen, and well, they moved me up here.
Ah, yes.
Down here?
What do they call you? You are Sir. The other one was student. And then who are you?
Roll me a persuasion check at advantage, Kha'narique.
Sounds good. Do.
Yeah, again, his gaze is not so much focused on you or your face as much as is lowered slightly, and your words just kind of glisten over him, and he just transfixed, just kind of responds out, "Hello, my name is Derek, and Soon Death, he's the boss around here. Not the boss, but the boss."
Are those spelled right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. If there's anything after the party and after our business is concluded, find me out. That I would love to talk with you some more over some ale and some things.
Some things? What kind of things?
I shall leave that up to your imagination for tonight, Jarek.
Okay. Oh, I forgot my manners. What was your name again?
I am called Kha'narique.
Kha'narique. That's a pretty name for a pretty lady.
Such a charmer.
Oh, shucks. And about this time, yeah. Did you have something else coming?
Sorry, if we're gonna keep this going, I'm gonna need to take a moment to go vomit.
I'm trying to figure out what time the fucking shift changes. I'm not just a whore.
Sure, but I still have to listen to you and Austin do this.
So, what time are you being relieved tonight? What time are you going to be free?
When I get the signal, I give the two lantern flashes, and then I get moved off.
Excellent. I wish you a very imagination-heavy rest of your shift, my friend.
Oh, thank you, Miss Kha'narique. And about that time, the gate opens up, and you see the other guard does come back through and kind of nods to the two guards at the other side before passing up the bridge and returning. And he walks up to Saren. I'm sorry, what did you say your family name was again?
Kindred.
Kindred. Well, Miss Kindred, Lord Soondeath says that he'd be happy to show you in to the fortress for a personal tour, but just by yourself.
That is ridiculous. I don't go anywhere without my retainer, and I point back to Ari.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Can I help by looking especially retainery? I have very shiny armor.
I think if you're not doing anything active, that it's just a straight persuasion.
Yeah, but I'm hot.
Ooh. That's right. As you kind of call this, he kind of looks at you and he seems a bit, kind of thinks for a moment and processes. Yeah, all right. I suppose that's all right if it's just him. These other two have gotta stay out here. All right.
Let's go.
Let's get this bread.
Alrighty, and the other guard begins to escort you along, once again giving a nod to the guards and a signal to the guards at the other end, as you and Ari are escorted in with Spider Xana in the pocket. And Kha'narique and Zella, you watch as these four individuals do head into... there we go. Yep, they do approach and begin to head into the fort. Are you two doing anything in the meantime?
I don't think so. I don't think I'm in a hurry to do much of anything.
We can just... Do you want to just keep a watch out here? Take up a comfortable post?
Sure.
Unless you have more flirting to do.
Nah, we're chilling.
All right.
I don't think he has any more information to give.
At least not any useful information.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Let's bring us into here. And I think I can bring you guys all on different pages. So let's try and do this, and then we'll see if we can leave Joe and Sam up there. Perfect.
Yep, I see the same page I did.
Cool. Alrighty. Then Saren, Ari, and Spider Xana, you are all led into this large fort, and you can see a number of buildings that seem to match up pretty well with the drawing that you were given. And there are just guards and not really soldiers, but members of this organization everywhere. You see humans, you see bugbears, you see dwarves, Duergar, goblins, all sorts surrounding this fort. And you can actually see that they have different boats within. Most of them are small rowboats, but you do see that there is one larger boat docked in this area, and these large towers and heavy wall that surrounds the whole thing as you are just slowly led through the middle of this camp. Is there anything you guys are doing while you travel through?
I mean, I don't know when Spider Xana needs to like hop out of my pocket and go exploring, but
Yeah, I'm just gonna chill in your pocket till go someplace that looks a little bit more not as many bad guys.
makes sense.
Because I'm a spider and I have like 1 HP right now.
And as you are guided through this, you see that there's really not any spot where there's not, like, there are small corridors or like alleys between buildings where there's not constantly people, but there are dozens and dozens of these individuals all across this place. And there's not really any one spot where you don't see somebody standing.
Oh fuck.
Bless you.
I missed you.
And eventually you're led down to the south side of the island. And the guard continues to guide you lower and lower onto this island as you see that it's a pretty massive fortress. You had seen from the map that it looked extensive, but even this is more than you had quite understood from just the parchment drawing, that this is a full fort or fortress, and it is manned as such. And you're starting to get at least a bit of an idea on why the drow were quite so, and many others were quite so humored by the thought of you trying to take this on. And as you curve around this last corner and come into this central area, you can see that there are 2 hulking figures standing next to this rock pillar that rises up out of the center of the island and just rises straight until it meets with the ceiling. And down at the base there is a large oaken door, and on either side these massive figures that stand easily double the size of any of you stand on either side, just kind of holding on to clubs in their hands. And if Saren or Ari wants to roll me a history or Arcana check, I suppose would work as well.
I think I'm proficient in history. Maybe. Yes, I can roll it. Cool.
Yeah, so you can see that these 2 figures are half ogres, about 10 foot high, with each of them as they stand on either side of probably a 15-foot tall door that is lit up. And these figures just kind of watch and wait. And the guard escorting you all just looks up at them. Is the boss inside? One of the half ogres looks down at the much smaller man comparatively and just gives out this bassy laugh. Just,
no, he's coming from the top.
And at that, you see that the guard begins to look up. And if you all also take a glance at the sky, you see as through the shadows of the rock and darkness, there is just this shape that emerges. This massive dragon type creature.
Oh.
It has these large wings and this scaled tail that reaches back as it flaps down into your view and just catches the light. And it sets down onto the ground with a sweeping just whoosh as dust flies up. And you see that there is a figure riding atop it. And he slides off of the dragon and steps forward. And you see he wears almost like a crown of bones and metal. And this gristled hairline across his red pink face and these tight ears. And again, he stands probably 10 or 12 feet high as this massive half ogre man steps forward just with these heavy footsteps. and he hands off the reins to one of the half-ogres standing there and steps forward.
Well, Lady Kindred, yes?
Halen, well met, Lord Sundeth.
I was told
An
you
impressive
wanted...
display you have here.
You like my fort.
Very much so.
It is but a token of gratitude from our true lord.
And who is that?
Time will tell if you are worthy of such information. For now, I ask what your purpose is for arriving here within the island.
I was sent by my father to inquire about potential business partnerships with you and your fortress.
And what does the Lord Kindred offer for business with the Dask?
Gold, protection, weapons.
Protection. She comes offering protection.
And he looks at the other two half-ogres that just give deep, bassy laughs behind him before he looks at them again and they silence.
I am
would
sure
we need
that you are
protection
more than
from?
capable of physically protecting yourself. I mean political protection and shielding from other houses.
And what house would dare come at us here? I would be surprised if the lords and ladies could even muster an army capable of traveling to Skullport.
There are people whose greed grows.
The greed grows for the surface. They have no desires down in the cold. There is no money for them to be made here.
Spoken like someone who maybe has not been to the surface in a while.
The lady makes a fair point. So, this gold, this protection, how does your lord propose that we offer in return?
We don't like to do our own dirty work. We prefer to have other people silence our own enemies. All we want is for your help and your retinue to do that for us. So we look like we're keeping our hands clean. And in return, you can ask us whatever you wish, and we will grant it within reason.
I have many wishes. How far is the extent of your family's capabilities?
Not to be crude, but pretty damn far.
You are not like many of the other pale skins. They hide within their keeps, within their castles, within the walls of the city above, thinking they are safe. You come here with a simple retainer, some companions. You risk everything to come here to offer business. You are something else.
Saren bows with a flourish.
Prove to me the grasp of your family, and perhaps we can negotiate an arrangement.
What are you proposing?
Are you willing to get your hands dirty? Or do you require someone else from your family for such things?
Joe, if that's the case, then Kha'narique should have come instead of Ari. I am here I don't mind getting my hands dirty.
There is.
What would you have us do?
There is much that is happening here on the island. Much has changed in the recent past. There is a drow leader on these levels. She has a fortress below, but recently she has spread her grasp, reaching more territory but spreading herself thinner.
Let the record show I am on board with murdering the drow instead of this guy.
Okay, I want to pause, I think. Hold on. Just pause for 2 seconds.
Okay.
So this guy's a dragon, right?
No.
No, he rode in a
rides a
dragon.
Riding a dragon.
He's half ogre, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. Xana, just wondering, but are you gonna go explore? I'm trying to kill time, but it's...
I thought she already left.
Did she leave?
I think so.
I don't know.
Sorry, I was making mac and cheese. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So while this conversation is happening, Xana, what are you doing?
I will like stealthily crawl out of her pocket and adventure. Cause how big is this spider?
I mean, it's tiny. Like it is.
Like,
it is as
The ones
small
that
as
people
you
don't
want it.
notice, or
It is as small
Yeah.
as you want it to be.
okay. I will be a tiny spider and go on an adventure.
All right.
You have a
Where
plus 10 to your stealth.
Because
like to
I'm a
go?
spider, or why?
Because you're pass without trace that we were precasting, because that's the thing with
Oh,
the
right.
hour.
I forgot about that.
Okay.
Yes, do the thing with the mac and cheese.
Kinky. I'm sorry. I can't even. Oh my god.
You shush.
You know, given the contact, I approve.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. So
Okay, yeah.
Xana, you crawl out of her pocket in spider form, and where are you headed?
There's enough. What was my objective here again? Sorry, I forgot.
Find the diamonds, pocket them, turn back into a spider, and find us again.
Right,
Yes.
diamonds. Okay. You hush. I'm gonna go to the left. That sounds fun.
All right. Feel
And-
free.
Can I like scoot under these doors, or is there nothing in these doors?
No, you can easily scoot underneath the doors. I'll just have to move you. Do you want to go in the first door that you find?
Sure.
All right. You go into this door and you find, I'll move you there in a second. You find a tower. At the base of the tower is a couple of people just kind of milling about. There's some supplies in there, and you see a ladder going upwards.
Hmm. That doesn't sound very diamondy. But I'll scurry a little bit and see if I can see anything different.
All right. Are you scurrying up the ladder or just kind of exploring around the supplies?
Can I scurry just like up the wall?
I mean, yeah, that works too. You're just going up?
Yeah.
All right. When you get up, again, it takes a little bit of time, just due to the
To the right.
just due to the amount of, or the tiny size of the spider. Just takes you a little while to get places. But for now, you climb up to the top of the tower, and you see on the top of the tower that there are 4 gargoyles standing around the edge of this tower. All of them just very softly moving every once in a while. That a couple of them are kind of looking off the ledge at what's happening down below.
Okay, that was kind of a waste of spider efforts, so we'll go back down.
All right, and going out of the door, you do once again back out in the main thoroughfare.
Because there's all these big bads, I'm gonna go to this door.
Alrighty. Well, this is the at least part of the map that I couldn't get to work, but I will talk you through what you see.
Sounds good.
So, as you walk up, there's kind of these stairs that lead to this large door, and you're easily able to maneuver underneath the door. And as you come in, immediately you see two things. One, it looks like you're in some sort of jail. There are cells that kind of go off on your left side. You see 1, 2, 3 of them before they start curving around the corner in front of you. On your right side, there is a massive size study with a chair that is enormous at a massive oaken desk and just 4 or 5 filled bookshelves behind it. And what is most noticeable is a large streak of blood that goes from the doorway straight ahead, maybe 30 feet into one of these cells.
Oh, that's interesting, but not what I came for. Okay.
So are you continuing around the corner or backing out of the door?
We'll continue around the corner just to make sure I'm not missing anything, but then probably backing out of the door.
All right. You continue around the corner, curling around, and you see a few more cells. And again, another pair of stone doors, but these are not like the others. Sorry, the others were wooden doors. These ones are stone and metal doors, and these ones are intricately carved. And again, there's enough space to squeeze under in spider form.
Let's get her.
All right, as you move under, there is a hum of energy within this room. You see sparks of arcane energy just coming up off of 2 or 3 pedestals scattered around different corners. There are arcane sigils carved across the bottom, and in the center are 3 large chains that come to a massive platform. The chains actually hold up the platform that is 10 feet across in diameter. And there are skeletons off to the side and more chains hanging from the wall and a large staircase, stone staircase that descends down further.
To the stairs.
Alrighty. As you again move towards the staircase and begin descending down these stairs, at that point I will once again grab you and we will pull just you into what you can see. Oopsies.
I'm like 11 out of 10 annoyed that I can't find the mac and cheese meme I was looking for. Now the moment has passed and it's no longer funny and I have let the world down.
Did I turn on the lighting for this page? Yes. Okay, cool. So, actually, let me make sure that I have moved you onto the page that I am on. Okay, so Xana, as you go down this staircase, you see in front of you this large hallway that is now lit. As you've entered down the staircase, there are these massive stone sconces that are just alit with a magical fire.
The chickens are yours. All right. We're going to continue forward. What's this thing? Is this a door?
Yes, as you do continue down this hall, you find that there is a door on the side on the left.
All right, we'll skid under the door and see what it is, and if not, continue on down the hall. So far, this is the most promising thing here.
Alrighty. continuing around, you curve underneath the doorway and find a curved hall. There's a large set of armor that you see very gently seems to move as you kind of pass it by, but it does not react. And ahead, you actually see what looks to be a massive group that are arranged on some sort of stairs. And the area seems to be magically lit and looks to almost be like a circular chamber. And there are these just built-in stone seats or risers that people are sitting on, and you can hear jeers and calls coming out from them.
Okay, this doesn't seem like there's treasure. As much as I want to investigate, I only have some inspired forms, so we're gonna go back up and down the hall.
Ooh, and apparently I just don't have these on the right layer, so I don't know if you can see them. But now you should be able to.
Oh shit, yeah, we're gonna go the other way. I can't beat that in elemental form, so yeah.
Alrighty. Then moving back into the main hallway, you continue down a corridor and you reach you reach a door in front of you and a kind of chamber off to the side.
We'll start with the door, but I feel like the ookie spookies are a good indicator that I should go the other way.
Yeah, and as you look into this chamber, you do see these massive, what looks like a beholder. Just a immense creature and this central eye as it just looks out at the chamber around it.
Yeah, the ookie spookies.
And you continue under the doorway and you see that it does curve back towards the circular chamber that you had seen before.
Okay, to the ookie spookies. I don't wanna, but gotta go to those.
Alrighty, and as you get to the ookie spookies, you indeed see 5 of these beholders that are just pulsing around the room. Their large forms just hovering up above you. Some of them look in various states of life, either skeletal or zombie-like, as they just float through this air above you, and you just kind of try and skirt underneath. And you see as their just dead white pupilless eyes gaze around the room, and you see as one just glances over in your direction before passing over.
Oh, thank God. Okay, well, there's a door. Go to the door.
All right, and as you go to pass under the door, that brings us back to Saren, as Sundith is still talking with you and explaining.
Yes, they drow. They've grown bold. There are many of them that continue to rise up from the deep, and we desire to put a stop to their advance. Have you seen any of these drow in your exploration of the chambers?
We have. They attacked us, actually.
Good.
Briefly.
Then you have meaning, understanding, and motivation to assist me as well.
Seems our interests are aligned.
My soldiers are capable of fighting many of the drow one-on-one, but their leaders, most of them have more intelligence than the typical Dask employee. But you, if you are as capable as you seem to compose yourself as, then perhaps you may have luck where they have failed. What do you know of these drow within Undermountain?
Okay, so this was the week I wasn't here. So what do I know of the drow?
They tried to fight us and we beat the shit out of them.
Okay, thank you.
Good summary, guys?
Yeah, good summary.
Cool.
We have beat them before. I'm sure their leaders will be no problem for us.
I would not undervalue some of the more talented Duraknuir. They are of House Ovrindar, a proper drow house. Not many of the expendable individuals that you have found on the upper levels represent the power that the full house can bring down. They have a number of elite warriors and gunslingers that they send out among these common drow folk. But what is the real issue is a priestess. Her name is Teresa Ovrindar. Normally she makes her home on the lower levels, but under the recent changes, she has begun to take more advantage of what is happening. My spies tell me that they are stealing humanoids of all kinds to do dreadful experiments on them with spider eggs. We know not what they intend to accomplish, but we do not intend for them to complete. We would like you to kill this Teresa Ovrindar. Bring me back her head, and we may have business yet to pursue.
Sarah nods in agreement. We shall do this.
Good. Then our business for today is concluded, and you may go on your way until you have returned with her head.
I guess we turn out and go. And Xana, are you back in my pocket?
Nope.
Have you found us?
No, Xana is deep within the tunnels at this moment.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Tunnel!
Is his guard going to escort us out?
He's been standing by, so you assume so.
I'm gonna motion at Ari to follow me. I'm just gonna walk confidently out, but I'm gonna cast sending. Like me motioning at Ari and saying come is gonna cast sending.
Okay.
So I can say to Xana, find us now, leaving.
And Xana, if you would like to respond, you may.
If
You
I
know
don't,
what, dear?
if I don't have that spell, how do I?
As part of this,
spell lets-
as
the
part of
spell
the
lets you
spell,
respond.
yeah, as part of the
Alright.
spell, you can respond.
Oh, but I might find a thing. Are we not? Do we need not diamonds anymore?
I
You
don't
only
think
get one sentence.
Yeah, I only get one sentence. And
So
Oh, this
Ze-
is a level 3 spell.
yeah,
Okay.
so you would
Yeah.
know. Well, do you have this? Is this a druid spell? I think it is, right?
I don't have it if it is.
Hold on, let me quick. Let me
Yeah,
see.
your druid has elemental type spells. For level
Bummer.
3.
Uh,
It's
Sweet
Bard,
if you
Cleric,
crash.
Wizard, Austin.
Yep. I just got there
Clerics are
to...
busted.
So yeah, you kind of call back this question, and Saren, you hear the question, but unfortunately, at least for this spell, cannot respond anymore. And Xana, you do not hear anything else after your question.
I'm gonna skitter a little further down the hall and then maybe go back.
All right.
My curiosity is way too peaked, and I am chaotic something.
Chaotic something. I love it.
Yes. I'm chaotic. You've known me long enough to know this is true.
No, I love it. Alrighty. So you skitter around the corner, and you see a large open passage. And it appears that there is a doorway off to your southeast, but to your left. And there is also a large set of doors at the southern edge of the chamber. Going for the big doors?
Yep.
Alrighty. As you move through this hall, again, it's magically lit, and within the walls are carved with eyes of all shapes and sizes, and you can see that some of them actually move, opening and closing at irregular intervals. And go ahead and make me a perception check.
This is all with Xana perception, right?
Yep.
Not spider things.
Correct.
I should know this by now, but I'm just gonna forever ask you.
Yeah, as you begin to move down this passage, kind of looking at all these different eyes that seem to watch you, seem to look at you, you see this growth above the large doors that you're moving towards. And there is this almost tendril-like growth that extends out a couple of feet to this ghostly form that has an eye on the end of it that is pointed directly at the double doors that you're moving towards.
It sounds like I'm in the right place.
Continuing forward.
A little bit more.
Alrighty. As you
Very
move,
cautiously.
you move forward, and you can hear, as you enter this long promenade, this curved chamber with stone pillars that rise up, again carved with eyes that seem to follow the curvature of the hall, and the eyes seem to track you as you walk. And you do hear footfalls of something down the hall from you.
I'd like to see around the corner, and then I feel like I should probably go.
All right. You look around the corner, and you can see that there is a door on this side, and it looks like the chamber splits into 3 directions further below.
I want to keep going, but I don't, but I do. Okay, I'm gonna come down to... Oh, it's not gonna show me. All right. This intersection, and then see what I can see down the hallways, and then maybe be smart and leave.
You see another door in the middle of this curved chamber, and both other passages extend to the right and to the left. Or, to the south and to the east.
Under this door, and then I will leave.
Alrighty. Let's see.
That doesn't sound good.
Oh gosh.
Uh-oh. Is the druid about to die? I feel like the druid's about to die. Druid is too intoxicated for this. Silence, man.
I gotta make sure that I have all of my layers set up correctly and that you can see what you're supposed to see in here. Because they were on the wrong layer again. Alrighty. So, and actually let me change my visual so that people on stream will be able to see this as well, because I've just been having it on the blank screen so far, since we've been doing mostly theater of the mind. But as you move into this chamber, Xana, there is a massive circular chamber.
Fuck.
And on it, you can see that there are multiple of these members of the Dask arranged in a very orderly fashion within one edge. And on the floor, you see a massive symbol of Dask. That same symbol that you have come across multiple times that looks like a wheel or a gear. Just a large circle with 10 spokes extending off of it. And suddenly it dawns on you what this symbol is as you see hovering above it a massive beholder, extending out its tendrils of eye stalks in all directions, each of them with a large golden ring. And as you come in, it is in the middle of speaking before that stops. And it just begins to shift over in your direction, and the central eye is directed right at you.
Oh, fuck.
And you hear as this voice just seems to echo out almost in your mind.
What do we have here?
Okay, that was an awesome voice, dude. But the spider's gonna skitter as fast as it can.
And on that note,
Oh no.
back to the surface. So, Saren, you and Ari have been being guided by this guard up to the up out of the central or southern portion of the island, and are going through the center portion. Still no sign of Xana, but the guard is leading you forward and kind of waiting on you expectantly to come and follow.
Oh, I'm following.
Alrighty.
Saren is following.
Have y'all ever heard of LeBron James?
Who is that, Ari?
Ari dramatically clutches his hamstring as he appears to have an enormous cramp.
Oh my gosh. No, we're just going. We're going out. We're leaving.
Alright, as you just drop to the ground, Saren is looking at you for a moment, and there are just dozens and dozens of individuals around you. As you are in this center portion, as you just drop to the ground and kind of grab the edge of your leg as if you had popped a hammy. And is there anything else that you're adding to this?
Like, don't play defense. The most. God damn it, Joe. I'm sorry. I said LeBron James, not James Harden. I'm sorry. No, it's like the most dramatic. Like, have you ever seen a basketball player flop?
Yes.
Like, it's the most dramatic, like, exaggerated motions, winces of extreme pain, like the whole act. Like I'm trying to get a foul in Game 7 of the finals.
Okay, I mean, I guess Saren goes along with it and rushes to Ari.
Ari fools Saren, that's how good it is.
Go ahead and roll me a performance check, Ari.
It ain't bad.
It's not bad. And you see immediately as many of the people around these kind of torches and fires just begin to kind of look and laugh and point. And the guard who is escorting you kind of comes up and looks more at Saren than at you and is like, "What is he doing? Tell him to get up and get out of here. You all have been dismissed."
Writhing in pain, like a fucking soccer player trying to get a penalty in the added time for the Euro Championship.
Oh my gosh.
Dramatic as hell. Also, Xana, hurry the fuck up.
Xana's trying not to get dead.
Yes, Ari's really doing his best to help you.
I'm gonna look at the guard. Sorry, sir, it's been a long journey. I think that my night is worn out. I'm sure that this will end quickly. And I'm gonna, like, look at Ari and be like, get up.
I will start to get up, and then, like, my leg's gonna seize right as I start to put weight on it, and I'll collapse again, even more dramatically.
Okay, well, if you do not get up, I will leave this fortress without you.
Okay, what team are you on here?
I'm on Team Saren gets out alive, obviously.
Helpful.
Are you getting up?
Slowly.
So,
Limping along.
Yeah, Saren's gonna keep following the guard out while Ari gets his shit together.
all right. So,
So I'm gonna lean on Saren as I get up, and like as soon as she tries to walk faster, just slowly add weight until she slows down.
That feels like a check.
I'm heavier than you.
You can-
and covered in heavy armor, and you literally do not have the strength to move full speed in heavy armor. So I can be dead weight, and you wouldn't be able to move.
Here's the thing. Xana knew what they were doing when they were going deep, and I sent them a message to get out now. I think it's in our best interest, if shit goes down with Xana, to not be in the fortress.
I'm just saying, we can stall for her.
And
Let the
Just
record show, Ari is the only true friend in this party.
to be fair, Saren just met you all.
That's right, exactly.
Sure, but do we think Kha'narique or Gabella would do better? Yes! Ari is Scott Sterling!
All right, go ahead and just roll me a general strength check.
General strength check?
I was thinking it too.
Yeah. It feels pretty athletic-y, you know, slowing somebody down.
Yeah, but you're not necessarily doing anything athletic. You're just trying to kind of add weight. And so for this,
as a region champion wrestler, I just want to say slowing somebody down can definitely be an athletic thing.
yes, it can be, but it hasn't gotten to that point. Right now, you're just trying to make it look more natural and just kind of trying to press just a little bit. You're not
And
trying
Ari,
to
before
grapple
we do
on.
this, I want to say that we're in a performance where I am like supposed to be a noble, acting like a noble, and you leaning on me kind of degrades that performance a little bit.
Well, then get one of the guards to be helpful.
Okay, I can do that. Hard. What's my night? Yeah.
Roll me persuasion or intimidation check, your choice, at advantage.
Okay. Let's see. Not gonna be intimidation.
Okay. Yeah.
19.
You kind of point at someone.
Cut to Xana. How well am I stalling for her?
We'll get to that in a second. This is making up the time, the extra time that Xana has explored for.
How long has Xana explored for?
We're still kind of catching up the timelines here. But I'll get to it in a moment. Saren, as you kind of point over to one of these individuals, he's just like, "Who, me?" And the other guard just kind of snaps, "Yes, you. Come and help him. Get them out." And the man just quickly moves over to Ari's side and begins to kind of wrap an arm up around his shoulder and kind of try and lift you up, Ari, to move. Are you walking with him or are you just dead fishing?
I'm not dead fishing. I'm like you know, there's like a nice dramatic one leg limp where every step you put all your weight on the other person, kind of like you're using crutches but another person.
Okay, for this one you can...
it's not to like totally halt progress, but it's to make it obnoxious and slow.
Yep, then go ahead and roll me one more strength check.
Hit.
Ooh.
All right, as you are dragging down this progress, but together the two of you are making your way towards the gate, but you have slowed them down considerably.
Hell yeah, I have.
All right. Meanwhile, Xana, you are looking up at this immense creature who is now floated closer to you, now hovering right up next to you as you move and turn around to try and skitter out.
Now where are you going so quickly? Come and stay.
And I need you to roll me a
that's
strength
terrifying.
saving
It
throw.
really is.
So, what? Do not what?
A strength saving throw with the spider's strength.
Oh, that's not
What is
good.
this? What the fuck is the spider's strength? I never pulled
Spiders
up
are
the strength.
strong, right?
-4. Spiders are very strong for their weight. Unfortunately, their weight is very small.
So a d20 -4.
I would say I've seen worse, but that's about the worst I've seen.
No.
So-
what is it? A DC -2 by chance?
I don't think so. Not on this one. So
Darn.
Xana, you are just grabbed suddenly. No arms, no physical thing grabbing you, but just this telekinetic energy that reaches out to grab you from where you are skittering and just lifts you up and spins you around in the air to face back at him. And once again, you hear the voice and it's within your own mind. It's not spoken. The mouth doesn't move.
Now who do we have here? What is your name, little one?
I don't like this.
Are you responding at all?
He said, "What is your what?" Sorry.
What is your name?
No.
Spider baby.
Fuck. What's the name of the spider in Harry Potter? Aragog.
Yeah.
That's my name.
I do not know of you, Aragog. What is your true form?
I'm a spider. Are you laughing?
There
I
it
can-
is, but not really.
I can bring your true form forth if you are not willing to do so yourself.
I really don't want to die today. I'm just typically a slightly larger spider.
Do you take me for a fool, Aragog? You think a simple
Yes.
pest could come into my domain?
I mean, this is underground, and I am a spider.
These halls are owned by me. Nothing comes here without me knowing it. You are no simple spider. Now reveal yourself, or I will forcibly pull it from you.
This does not sound like consent culture. I just want to point that out for our viewers.
No, it does not. Aragog does not consent.
All right, then I need you to go ahead and
fuck.
roll me a Constitution saving throw.
With Xana things?
No, that's with spider things still.
What are spider things?
Let me look that up.
-1.
God damn it.
Spider does not have the best stats. It's very good at stealth, but not extensive stats.
Y'all are about to lose your cleric druid. Yep, y'all are about to lose it.
I told you to come back.
I tried,
You
kind of,
were told to come back.
but nobody answered. So,
I can't unless I want to waste another spell slot.
yeah.
But unless I want to use another spell slot, I only have 3.
All right, Xana, your spider form takes 1 point of what is this? I think this is.
Oh no.
Yeah, it takes 1 point of necrotic damage, and you are forcefully shifted back into your natural form, and you will take an additional 36 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah, your cleric druid gonna die.
Have you
What's
tried
the
reasoning? Have you tried reasoning with the beholder?
You realize this is a cleric druid, not anything that is charismatic.
Tell him beauty is in his eye. What about wise? What about giving it good counsel?
I am wise.
Wisely make friends with the giant monster that's murdering you.
I don't think even Elemental Xana can get out of this.
So as
Can Elemental Xana break down a door? You can try to run really fucking fast.
as you
Elemental Xana can just melt through the wall, right?
Depending on the type of structure that it is. This appears to be like crafted stone and not actual like regular rock.
this is crafted stone in
That
here.
sounds like an earthbending problem that Elemental Xana Toph could solve.
Regardless,
Also, Ari, like, we have to come up with some excuse for why now there's somebody rampaging through the walls.
What are you talking about? That's not our problem. Wow, look, someone rampaging through their walls. Let's get them.
okay. Anyway, Xana, as you are
And then I, slap a non-lethal blow and we carry him out. It's easy.
Xana, as you are shifted back into your form, you hear that voice once again echo into your mind.
Ah, much better. Now I can see you for what you are. An elf. I've never heard of an elf named Aragog. Is that your true cognomen?
It's one of my names. I have many.
What is your purpose here, Aragog?
I wouldn't lie to him unless you're really confident in your ability to get away with it.
Or, like, just don't give him full truths. Like, don't lie. But
Exactly. That's all I'm saying.
I was told that nobody could get onto this area, and I took it as a challenge. I thought maybe I could.
Well, do you consider your challenge success or a fail?
I mean, I got here.
You do make a fine point. Well, now that you're here, it would be a pity to see you run off. Good night, my dear Aragog.
Oh, fuck.
And with that, I need a wisdom saving throw.
Hey, at least I can use Xana things.
That you can.
I don't... Nope, that didn't help. Okay.
You feel your mind just lift away as your eyes close and you fall into unconsciousness.
Nope, rip Xana. I was getting bored of you anyway, I guess.
So, is Xana's cousin Anna coming next?
I picked a new Sith Lord to name my character after.
And Ari and Saren, despite the time that you have gathered, and you do eventually make it to the gate, and you are passed off onto a large bugbear as the man who was helping you kind of waves back in, and you are slowly brought back down that walkway and out of the island, and still no return from Xana.
I mean, Saren's just gonna keep going.
Saren don't give a fuck.
All right.
All these bitches can die.
Saren has a hell of a survival instinct. She just wants to live.
I mean, I've stalled all I can.
So it went well then, I take it?
We don't know where Xana is.
Are we out of sight of the guards?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave you on this map for now, but yes, you guys have made it back into the city and are no longer near the guards.
We have no idea where Xana is.
Yeah, we don't know where Xana is, and we might have been contracted to go kill a drow priestess.
But also, I'm not really upset about that one. That seems like a fine job, really.
Honestly, I don't care whether we do it or not. We can do it, or we can not, and never come back here again. It makes zero difference to me.
Both good options. Or we can try, and if it's too hard, then we never come back here.
That works too.
But, what about Xana?
What do you mean she is gone?
I mean, she didn't come back.
Okay. And yet they let you guys to walk out.
Well, she was probably still a spider by then. But, who's to say?
Alright, so I imagine she will find us later. We need to go back to the same place we slept last night and wait for her.
Yeah, she'll definitely find us later.
So, to that end, the drow were disrespectful. I think it would be okay to kill them all.
Is that how you decide when it's okay to kill everyone?
There is something to be said for being respectful.
Alright.
We know what it is that had Xana. Sorry, did I miss that?
Oh no, we have no fucking clue.
Yeah, Xana.
We don't even know there's something wrong with
Xana crawled out of your pocket, and you sent a message to her, and she sent back a question in response, and then you never saw or heard from her since.
Cool.
Do you think we should try and get in contact with her from outside? Do we have a way of reaching her to check on her?
Yeah, I can one more time.
What is the range on that?
It says unlimited. I can send a message to anybody as long as it's 25 words or less. To a creature with which you are familiar.
Yes, that would be wise, I think. Let us figure out what has held her up and let her know that we will be back at the inn waiting for her.
Okay.
Can you get that into 25 of the words?
I think so.
Excellent.
Yeah. Alright. I'm casting it. I'm saying, what is going on? Where are you? We are out of the fortress. Is there anything else I need to say?
Meet at the inn.
Meet at the end?
At the inn?
Oh, at the inn. Yeah.
I'm imagining this happening live as she's casting this spell, like someone trying to relay a phone call.
Happening in the end is kind of near, I guess.
The inn is near?
But you do not get any response to this, Saren.
Bad news, everyone.
Well,
It might be dead because this should have reached her.
That is most unfortunate.
well, Ari's not about to be the only original member of the party left, so
So you would like me to kill you too?
I was gonna, go in and find her, but that's also an option.
More reasonable, sir. Alright, so I am familiar with that spell. Her lack of response could mean two things. That she is either occupied. I guess it could mean three things. She is occupied, she is under anti-magic, or she is dead. Do we want to wait a night and see if it was just occupied anyway?
I am willing to wait a night. Xana was a valuable member of our team, but I'm not going to risk the tenuous goodwill of Lord Soondeath.
Was he cute?
I'm just gonna look at Kha'narique confused.
Again, just a flash of a grin.
Talking about how a party member might have just died, and that's Kha'narique's first go-to.
Right. Just, what is wrong with you is kind of the expression on my face.
One must keep hopeful. Is that we cannot change it. It does not go no good worrying about it. But lighter spirits and some hopefulness go a long way. I admit I have a rather jaded view of life and death as a physician, but it is what it is.
To the end we go.
So is her non-committal answer a yes? What do you think, Ari? Was he a cute man?
Man is a generous term. More of a, what would you say, half,
It was half
troll?
ogre.
Ogre, yeah. What's the difference between an ogre and a troll again? I don't think it matters too much.
I
Bella,
did not
your
know you were
thoughts?
into that, Saren.
Zella, your thoughts?
Oh, Gabillion's off, he's had a rough life, really, I guess. We'll get him some help eventually.
Your concern, I try to appreciate your concern. But I don't know. I worry about what might happen in the interim because we haven't gotten a response. But I don't think we stand a good chance of, forcing our way in an undirected search party. So,
Why we need some direction.
anyone has a better plan?
Can anyone else turn into a spider? We'll send a second spider to get the first spider. And that should solve all our problems.
It worked so well the first time.
Right.
We should try it again.
What was the magic item that Xana carried again? She had something fancy.
She had a few, actually.
What was the most abnormal druidy one?
She had a staff that she got, and then what was the other one? It was actually she has like 2 staffs that she carries with her.
It's a lot of sticks.
Yep. One looks mostly like a tree branch, while one looks more like a mage staff.
I like sticks, what can I say?
I mean, we could try to use locate object to see if we could get close. Maybe I could ask some fish in the water if they know anything. I don't know if there's like underground like ways into the fortress. There's some water in there, right? Maybe the fish have a way in.
Do we have a good way of knowing whether or not she is perished?
In a word, no.
That's what I have concluded as well with the things of that I know. I don't have a good solution for that. What do you propose we do if she is not back in the morning? Do we begin to go kill the drow?
Don't see a need to rush.
We weren't given a timeline.
I've
Just
always
that
found
they wouldn't work with us until we did. So we could wait here a couple days.
all right. I am willing to wait several days and see if we hear from the Zana.
All right. So you guys have made it back to the inn, and you're just going to wait some time. Is there any, I guess, particular thing that you're trying to do, or are you just waiting a day and then trying to cast sending again?
Yeah, Saren's gonna badly chug meat again.
Does Ari have to teach Saren how to drink?
No.
Seems like a yes.
I will drink with you, Ari.
All right. Well, as the day winds on and these companions, if that word even describes the group that is remaining.
Nope.
These travelers together do take a moment and try to steel themselves against what has happened and hope against hope that somehow Xana just appears within one of these hours that they wait. And yet nothing happens. Drink continues to flow and the bartender continues to provide, but there's no sign of Xana. The hours wear on and continue, and eventually we come back to Xana in blackness and darkness, but not quite death. Hurting and in pain, deprived of energy from the beams of the beholder, you feel pain. You feel your body ache as your muscles are sore and you feel crumpled. Your eyes flicker open and are almost thankful to see the dim light that surrounds you. It takes a moment for them to adjust to see what's within the cell, and you find yourself indeed lying on the stone floor of a cell.
Hey, where am I on this map?
You're actually not on this map that you're on. Let me...
Okay. No worries.
Here, I'll go ahead and pull you over. Maybe? There we go. Okay. So you should be able to find yourself now. But you find yourself just crumpled into the corner of a long, thin cell. And you see another figure standing there within the cell. They're small. Look to be a halfling female. They're not looking at you, but rather looking at the bars. And then you notice the sound. It comes upon you soft at first, but then you can hear that it's more of a roar. These jeers of a crowd nearby. Yells in different languages, calls and guttural roars cry out nearby, but it's dampened.
It's about to be a gladiator fight, isn't it?
What are you doing as you find yourself within this cell?
I guess I'm going to cautiously approach said other figure in the cell.
As you begin to move and stand up, they hear you and turn around, and you do see the soft features of... Oh, that is not the right token, but that's fine.
I was about to say it's a dude.
No, it's not a dude. The token on here is just a random, I guess, placeholder. Oh, I know why. I know why it's showing up as that. Yeah, it's just a random placeholder that they put in, apparently. But yes, you can see this young female halfling that kind of spins around at you. Oh, you're awake. Well, hello. My name's Samara. What can I do for you? You are you're an elf, yeah?
Yeah.
Are you all right? You look terrible.
I don't feel so great.
Well, I wish I could provide you a bright side, but there's not much to be found here.
Where are we?
I wish I could give you a good indication. Somewhere underground.
Are we in a cell by the amphitheater thing that they were all in? Or what?
I don't rightly know what you're talking about. I'm from the city, Kha'narique. I don't remember much. I just remember waking up in this cell. It feels like we're underground if you look at the water, and she kind of points over to a corner of the cell that's leaking, and you see a rat scurrying by. And as the rat kind of hits the edge of the cell, you see that there's kind of an electrical spark, and it kind of scurries back to the middle of the cell.
Wonderful. So, I take it this cell is enchanted.
I tried touching it when I first got in and gave myself a right little shock. They don't seem to be very interested in us getting away.
But it's just a shock. It doesn't prevent you from doing magic of any sort?
I have no idea. I can't do any magic. Can you?
Some.
Can you get us out of here?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is this cell made of the same, like, manicured stone, or is it...
Yes. Everything in here seems to be the same worked stone.
Okay. And there's bars, you said? Like jail cell type bars?
Yeah. And now that you're a little bit closer, you can see that Samara has these scars across her face and her arms. Her arms are kind of wrapped with thin pieces of fabric, and you can see blood stains on them.
Did they do that to you?
In a way.
Define a way.
Oh, well, I don't know if you can hear, and she kind of motions outward, and you can still hear the roar of an audience, a crowd somewhere. it almost sounds far away and close at the same time, and you kind of put together that it's something is muffling it, some door opening, something is between you, perhaps the wall. And she just kind of looks back. I barely survived my first fight. I don't know if I can take another, and I really don't want to die in a pointless battle.
So it is the Colosseum. Okay. What did you fight?
I fought a little gnome. I didn't want to, but didn't have much of a choice.
Was the gnome also in this cell with you?
In this cell, no. He was in one of the others, I think. I don't know. I barely woke up before I got tossed into the ring.
Understood. Okay.
I know that I've seen some things that are bigger, though. Some things that are scarier. I've seen an elf that kind of looked like you, but with dark skin. Made me think of the stories my mother used to tell me about the dark elves. I would hate to come up against something like that in a fight. And then there's this large fella. Probably about 3 or 4 of me, if not more. Big and strong. I don't know what he is, but I've heard the name they chant for him whenever he kills someone.
And that is?
Groz.
I'm going to walk over and say, here, let me try something. And then attempt to cure wounds on her.
Alright. As you come over and extend your hands out, you see as they begin to pulse with some energy, they begin to flow with magic, and then there is an arc of electricity that comes off of the cell wall, arcing towards and dispersing the magic, and you'll take 1 point of lightning damage.
Well, that answers that question. Magic is forbidden in this cell. So much for my plan to cure you. Or heal you.
I'm doing alright at the moment, but I appreciate you trying, and well, it takes out a little bit of the hope I was holding out there for a moment, but I'd always already resigned myself to whatever fate this was. I didn't catch your name.
Stana.
Well, nice to meet you, Xana. Thanks for at least trying. And with that, Xana, you get a message. Saren, what message would you like to send early the next morning? Do we still have Marissa?
Marissa.
She messaged me that she was going to pee.
Oh.
No, I'm here. I was on mute. I'm sorry.
You're good.
I was talking and on mute. What should I say to Xana? I guess. Are you alive?
Is that it?
I'm truly sorry, but we had to leave.
Well, I'm locked in a cell, potentially going to fight for my death. Or fight to the death.
Do I get a response? Or is that just kind of like the message I'm giving everyone else?
No, you do get a response. You hear Xana's voice speak back to you in these words.
I guess, what do you advise?
Are you casting the sending spell again to ask her this, or are you just talking to everyone else in the group?
Well, first I'm gonna tell them what Xana said.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, is good. She is alive. For now.
Ari, Zella, any thoughts? What should I respond?
Well, I don't know how much we'd be able to help if it's an organized fight anyway, but if we intend to, then we need to know, well, I guess her best guess at where the cell is, if we think there's any hope of getting there.
We could at least probably bust somebody out of a fighting ring. Maybe. We could at least
Depends on where
watch.
the fighting ring is and how it's guarded, but we could at least watch.
You know, cheer for and all.
Alright. Then I guess I'm gonna cast Sending again. And let's see. I'm gonna say, do you know where you are? Do we need to bust you out? Is this going to piss off the fortress people?
Coming after me would be a suicide mission. I'm behind the big bads through the jail cell and was snatched by Xanathar himself.
To be Xanathar's pet goldfish.
Alright, I think I'm gonna cast it just one more time, but this is my final 3rd level spell slot. Let's see. Who is Xanathar? Will not be able to respond after this. Good luck.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
May the odds be in your favor. Again, sorry, no. Sorry, this has happened.
Xanathar is an all-powerful... Fuck, what's that?
Beholder.
Beholder.
Thank you. I was gonna call it Bewilderer. I should have turned back. Did you just Hunger Games my ass?
That's elementary school reading for all people within Carlacton.
We're just one big shitty pop culture reference in this game.
Pretty much, yeah.
And with that, Xana, you do not hear any more responses, but at least got a few words between you and Saren. And with that, that is where we will go ahead and finish off tonight. And I'm not sure if we'll be back next week. I'll have to check my schedule. I can't remember if this week is the last one or is a week I need to be off or next week. But we will return shortly to find and determine what happens to Xana and what the party decide to do, whether they decide to be involved or go try to hunt down a drow priestess or decide to try and forget it all and head back to the surface. But thank you so much for joining us, and hopefully the odds are in their favor next week.
Dope.